Welcome to Lesson 17. Be sure to refer to the PowerPoint presentation for more in-depth information on the subject associated with this lesson and for more energy exercises associated with it. So let's talk about the 9 mysteries. The order of Kaladin's circle casting that was mentioned in Lesson 8 includes a line that says 3 for me by 5 alive by 9 makes mine, which is borrowed from the Naru circle casting ritual by Aidan Kelly. Numbers refer to several other mystical principles mentioned in earlier lessons 3, 5. But we're going to talk about the 9 and some of the correspondences associated with that in this lesson as they are associated to the 9 mysteries. Of course, there's 9 members in the commandery, the number which reflects the original founding members of the order, which is the same number of founding members as the Knights Templar. So in Druidic practices, there are 9 mysteries. The first is the Mist of Mannan. In Celtic mythology, mists over the ocean or over the land were magic that the gods conjured to conceal themselves and openings into the other world where they resided. In Celtic myth, thresholds between the mundane and otherworld exist in doorways, shorelines, riversides, bridges, dawns, twilights, and so on, especially on holy days. This is where you find the Mist of Mannan, in a place that's neither one place nor the other. Neither land nor sea, neither day or night, neither one place or another. It also incorporates a Druidic principle called Fath Fith, which means the art of resembling. It's a similar concept to the Indian concept of Maya or illusion. Remember my joke about 10 people in a field all looking at the same thing but describing it differently? That's Fath Fith. Some of you have experienced difficulties trying to get into the Kyr Paladin or into Elena Cho. Others seem to have difficulties doing divination or psychic challenges. In order to achieve success and access to the other world, you need to think differently. You need to look at the world without expectations. You need to remember Fath Fith. Thus, divination is basically seeing through the Mist of Mannan. It's like dreaming without expectations, yet being able to direct what you see. The second of the 9 mysteries is earth and sky, which concerns sovereignty. The Greek term hieros gamos, a great marriage, refers to the ancient ceremonies in which the king was married to the land. In our context, it refers to the marriage between you and the earth and sky. Remember that I told you thou art God or thou art goddess? This is about marrying yourself to the land. It's about environmental connectivity and stewardship. You give to the earth and the sky, and they give back. The ancient Celtic ruler had to be without blemish. In our order, we strive to be without blemish of character, our code of chivalry. This helps us to connect with the divine. As you embody the divine, you shift out of the ordinary and live half in the spirit world. The concept of joining earth and sky is represented in Celtic myth by the sexual union of various deities. For example, the coupling of the Morrigan, the great queen, the goddess of war, sex and fertility and of sovereignty, with the Daya, known as the Daya-Yoki, the horseman, known as the good god, father of all, and Daya, owner of the undry cauldron, from which no one ever left unsatisfied. And in this previous example, the Morrigan represents the earth, while the Daya represents the sky. What you give to them, they give back. Again, it's about stewardship. The third principle of the 9 mysteries is the 3 realms. The Welsh Druid, who is one of the founders of modern Druidism, Iolo Morganwg, listed the 3 realms as 1. Annwn, the realm of the dead, Ebreth, the terrestrial realm, and Gwynfydd, a celestial realm of spirits, including Goegant, the realm of the gods. Here, the mother, father of this earth and sky becomes the mother, father, child. This trinity is yet another of the correspondences that I mentioned earlier. In Celtic myth, this represents heaven, earth, and underworld, another trinity. It represents the cycles of nature and maturity. The 4th cycle of the 9 mysteries is the 4 quarters. From 3, we advance to 4. The 4 quarters represent the solstices and equinox, cross-quarter days, and the quarters of the circle. The 4 quarters also represent the 4 seasons of the paladins, which you learned in lesson 9. Shield season, sword season, spear season, and cauldron season. There's also a correspondence with the 4 levels of initiation with the Order of Paladins. The 5th mystery is the center. The 4 quarters intersect at the 5th place, the center. The center is the point which is nowhere yet everywhere, intersecting all of the others, uniting them, the axis mundi. Here is yet another of the correspondences. 4 quarters plus the center makes 5. The 6th mystery is the adventure of the hero. This is about your personal journey going from the mundane to the supernatural, but it's also about going on the quest that makes you a paladin. The adventure of the hero represents your journey to the Isle of Paladins to receive training to become a warrior or a knight. It's also about stepping away from the familiar. It reflects the knight's journey to Alena Cho, the Island of Mist, to face your fears. It's also about the master committing to a quest in order to become a paladin, as I say. The 7th mystery is magic. Magic in Irish is Draoch, literally what druids do. Most commonly in Celtic myths, this refers to feats of precognition and prophecy or sacred truth. Magic is at the center of all of our activities and training with you in the Order of Paladins. It's about making energy move and directing it with your will. Our successes in magic cultivate a sense of wonder within us. The 8th mystery is the Otherworld. In Celtic myth, the Otherworld is Tir na Nog, or the land of youth. This is about immersing yourself in divinity, connecting with it, and training with it. It's all about reverence for our ancestors and spirits and the divine. It's also about reverence for the world and service to it. The 9th principle or concept of the 9 mysteries is immortality. The essence of what you are is indestructible, and your essence is what you express in your Song of Paladins that we mentioned in Lesson 7. Immortality is the 9th mystery that brings us back to one of our key precepts, which is the basis of our definition of a warrior. Know thyself. So, take a look at the 9 mysteries, see if you can come up with other correspondences that match up with that 3, 5, and 9. And go to the Kyre Paladin and practice some divination on the astral. We'll see you for next lesson. Go out there and be glorious.